Test, test, test. Hello? Can you hear us? And is the music too loud? Let us know if there's any problem with the audio. Actually, I'm going to turn this up a bit louder so I can hear the notification. How are you all doing? Welcome to Doki Doki Drawing. We're here with Mr. Hinoe! Everybody say hello. Hello, hi. Des. Arekurai. Aishiteru. I'm so excited. How's it all going? How are you all doing? Now the music, I think this track in particular gets a bit loud, so I'll maybe turn it down a bit. Also, I might just grab the mic, move it up a bit. So, we were thinking that today might be a fun day to do a little Halloween theme. Since we're on the run up to Halloween, it'd be nice if we could do some Halloween stuff. Just been looking at the, just been looking at the community page as well. Thank you for writing your suggestions in the community page, the community tab of the YouTube page. Got a few suggestions here. Things like characters hugging, perspective, characters and backgrounds, action poses, hands and different body types. And I was thinking if we could mix this with Halloween, that would be nice. So what was the one that I thought was particularly useful? It's a good one here. What are we looking for? Wasn't this one about dinosaurs? Action poses and unique style. じゃあ何かハロウィン的な、まあドラキュラが入ったミイラとか書きましょうか。一応、I was これ書いてました。待ってる間に書いちゃったんですけど、これに何か入れてもらえますか？いただきたい。ミイラとか。まあ私そのまま書いても入れますか？Maybe just to get us started, I'm going to ask Hinoe to put something in this coffin that I just sketched this while waiting for the stream to begin. Well, everyone, thank you so much for showing up to the stream. Really appreciate it. Vous parlez français? Je parle français. Or is it le français? Who's the girl in the background? I was just drawing a test. I just had a piece of paper here that said test, and I just drew something random. This is the style I used to draw when I was a kid. So as an ode to my old self. Oh, じゃあライトボックス見ましょう。He said he probably doesn't need the light box, but I'm gonna plug it in for him just in case. I'm also gonna give you a little bit more filter on the lightness so you can actually see, because often draws quite dark. It's flickering a little bit. I might change the shutter speed. He said Halloween has become kind of more stand out in the past. It's kind of started to stand out more in the past. How do you say? The past 10 years. Spoopy 聞いたことありますか？ Spoopy 最近新しい言葉ができました。We're gonna teach him about spoopy today. Who can explain to me what spoopy is, and I'll translate it for him. Oh no, we got the wrong mic. Maybe it's a bit loud. Manual. It's okay. Looks okay. Mic is kind of muffled. Oh. Let me just double check. I wonder what's going on. Oops. Test. That's better, right? Spooky equals spoopy. Scary and funny. 昔っていうか、最近、なんていうかな、ハロウィンのグッズ、作ろうとしてお店が、多分スプーキーっていう、怖い恐怖を書こうとしたら、K を間違えて、P 入れたんですけど、スプーキーがスプーピーになって、でそのスペルの間違いで、逆に面白くなった、怖くなくなった、というのがスプーピー。So I just explained spoopy to him as there's a picture. There was like some shop a little while ago that was trying to make like donuts or something. And it said spooky, and instead of a K, they had a P. And it came out as spoopy, and I think that's probably the origin of spoopy, isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna make this a little bit lighter as well. Maybe I'll move the camera up a bit as well. じゃあ何を書こうとしていますか？
まあキャラクター一体じゃ寂しいから適当に。
He said it would be a little bit lonely to have only one character, so he's drawing a bunch of characters for you. He's drawing it with the water blue color. It's not watercolor, it's just water blue. Sometimes I call it blue, and he says it's not blue, it's mizuiro. I'm spoopy. Yeah, I'm a little spoopy. I'm often trying to be spooky, and I'm ending up spoopy. Yo, thanks for letting us know about the mic. We needed that fixed, and I don't know how it got changed. I think maybe when we unplug the capture device, the mic gets reset. Sorry about the mic trouble earlier. 10,000 hours to master. 初めて見た。そういう、あれなんて言うんですか？コフィン。こういう箱。
棺？棺桶。
棺桶。棺。This coffin なんか珍しいですね。一人より多くに人数がこんなに賑やかで。I was telling him it's unusual to see so many people in a single coffin. What's up? This channel is a blessing. It certainly is. I mean, I get to have so much fun drawing, and especially as drawing is one of my big passions. And I'm always so busy being NihongoGamer and playing games. But it's such a pleasure for me to be able to, like, you know, take some time off games and actually do some drawing. Tony is the spoopiest milkman. Hey, why don't you all send Tony a tweet? Send Tony a tweet and tell him come back to Doki Doki Drawing. We invited him, but I think he's been pretty busy recently. So go out there and send Tony a message on Twitter or Instagram. Say, Doki Doki misses you! Nihongo wants you to come back! Maybe you can convince him to come back.
Please draw Wario in his Wario Man costume. I have no idea what that looks like. Is it spoopy? The camera is a little bit dark, but if I make it any brighter, unfortunately, the detail you won't actually be able to see what we're drawing. I'll see if I can make it a little bit brighter. Make the gamma higher. It can't really go any brighter than this, unfortunately. It gets kind of difficult to see. Any brighter than this, and you stop seeing the blue lines. Yeah, the saturation's not really helping. This is about as close as I can get. Oh wow, I've really turned up the saturation. So while we're drawing this, can you send us suggestions for what we should draw next? Spoopy. It's gotta be spoopy. Spoopy dogs. Spoopy doggos. じゃあ、スプーピーな。スプーキーだ。スプーピーな。犬ですね。あ、なんか猫的な。It looks like there's a little cat in the background there as well. This is something I was looking for. I've always been looking for great drawing channels, and there's some brilliant ones on YouTube. We're in a really lucky time right now. There's so many people giving away really great free information about drawing. I was desperate for this information when I was learning to draw, and I still am learning to draw, but there's so many great channels out there now. Casper. We could try and draw something that looks like Casper. Witch hats. So I'm going to write these ideas down. Witch hats. A zombie N biting Tony's head. That could be quite good. That would be quite good. Send Tony a message on Instagram. Ask him to draw it, and then we'll drag it onto the stream. We'll download it. Maybe he's watching. Maybe he's in the chat. A skeleton nobleman. Disabled Kirita. What? What's spoopy about that? Monster design. じゃあ頼まれてるのが骸骨な紳士。あとはゾンビとかモンスターとか魔女の帽子。三角帽子っていうかな、あれあ、三角じゃないね一つ三角帽子、あ、三角だけI want to hear what Hinoe's answer to my question is. I'm going to repeat it and hope he reads it. Let's find out what your question was. I'm searching through the chat. 20 years old. Is it too late to learn art? 質問で、もう20歳でもう絵描きの勉強は遅すぎですか？
いや、自分が仕事始めたのは20歳ぐらいですからね。まあその前からちょこちょこは仕事したけど。
So in answer to your question, perfect copy. Hinoe says no. Actually, he started his work in the animation industry at the age of around 20, and up until that point he had been like drawing, but I guess he hadn't been like seriously drawing up until that point. じゃあ業界に入ってからなんか真面目に絵描き上手になろうと思ってましたか？
いや、まあほらこういうのは真面目にとかいう言葉が
真面目に真面目にじゃないっていうか、まあその
真面目にふざけるかな。
He said, I said, was it after you joined the animation industry that you started learning seriously? And he said, I don't really use the word seriously at all. So he said, I seriously started messing about around the age of 20. That's quite a good answer. So if perfect copy, if you didn't hear the answer, hopefully someone can relay the message to you. This is really cute. さすがにスプーピー。怖いと面白いの間。I started at 19. You know, I don't personally think there's any time that's too late to draw. I don't think, from what I've seen, age doesn't really affect anyone's ability to draw. The only thing it would probably affect is how much time you have to practice. Like, if you start drawing at the age of like 30 and you're already married and you have children, then it's going to be difficult, like when you're supposed to be taking care of your kids, to like spend 5 hours that day drawing some illustration. That's like that's the only time that I would see that age kind of affecting ability to learn to draw. It's just time. But I've never seen anyone over any age or under any age having trouble drawing because of their age. Mafia boss playing Jankenpon. You want the idea from before. Creeper. Headless Horseman as a waifu. ああいう映画あったっけ、はい、日本でその、馬に乗っている頭がない人。Headless Horseman っていう映画。これ日本にもありましたか？ Headless Horseman。これですね。
ああ、よくネタで使われてますよね、こういうの。
He said this is often being used as like a theme.
頭が骸骨で外して持ってるとか。
He said sometimes like the head is a skeleton and they're just holding it. この映画は見たことないんですね。
それはないかな。
He hasn't seen the movie, but he has seen this theme before. Wow, I'm looking at the. It's really funny how the color on this monitor here is completely different to the color on this MacBook over here. I'll give you a close up on his line art. Now, の線画って多分原画レベルでも大丈夫ですか？そうですね。動画さんに渡す前にこういう線の引き方でも伝わりますか？
これぐらいならなんとか。
So I was just asking him, the quality of the line art that he's doing now, is this sufficient to hand to the doga artists, the people who do the animation? And he said, oh, they should be fine with this level. I was wondering if maybe he would need to do like a cleaner set of line art before handing it off to the animators, but he said, no, this would be fine. We've actually got a video coming up maybe next week or the week after, going into the drawing of a keyframe, tracing, and the application of the shading and how to do it. It's a 3-video series, and I think it'll be ready next week, but it might be the week after. I'll ask around. Oh, one question that Hinoe did have to ask actually. Before the stream began, we were talking about pumpkins, and he says in Japan, the pumpkin you eat is the one that's like green with the orange on the inside, and the pumpkins that you make jack-o'-lanterns out of, are they called a squeeze? He was told recently, someone called him, it's called a squeeze. We don't have time to do the translate, so if you've got a question in Russian, can you translate it into English and then copy and paste it into the chat? We can't really read it. We can't really read it unless it's in English. Sorry. Let me just move back out so you can actually see. So we've got a dog. We've got a dog, a jack-o'-lantern, and a hippopotamus. いいね。Squash. Squash?
Squash? スクイーズ
Squeeze? Squash? Squash?
なんだ
Is pumpkin. pumpkin? Thank you for subscribing. Is pumpkin called squeeze?
スクイーズとかスクウォッシュとかそんな感じで呼ばれてたよ。
あー、もしかしたらスクワッシュかな。スクワッシュ。ああ、Google 先生に聞いたら、パンプキンっていうのがスカッシュの一つ。スカッシュは種類で、パンプキンは一つのスカッシュ。へえ。So apparently a pumpkin is a kind of squash. How very interesting. So the other question I wanted to know is, do you eat those pumpkins, the orange ones? Because I remember when I was at school in America, people would make like pies out of them. Thank you for subscribing. Oh, I need to refresh this thing here. Where is our stream labels? I forgot to load this up. By the way, we're constantly checking the Discord advice group, and it's really lovely to see that everyone is giving each other advice in the Discord. If you're not a member of the Discord, there should be a link below where you can check out the Discord, post your drawings and get advice on it. Alright, let me check out the chat. Oh. 老人を描く。動画作ってくださいっていう。Old people. We make pumpkin soup in China, but to make that pumpkin soup, are you making it with the orange pumpkins or the ones that are green with orange on the inside? Pumpkin porridge, that sounds good. Are you talking about pumpkin porridge that's like, what's it called? They call it konji. Konji on the rice cooker, it says konji. In Japanese it's okayu. Is that the kind of porridge you mean, or do you mean like real porridge with oats? I eat orange pumpkins, don't recommend them raw though. あー、じゃあ生で食べてないんですけど、オレンジのパンプキンも食べてるらしい。かわいい。かわいい。This is so cute. Look at that cat. Look at the design on his head. It's so cute. Yeah, inu means dog. That's right. Pumpkin plus rice. What is this? What does this kanji mean? Translate. Oh, sorry, you mean the rice porridge. Yeah, in Japanese they call it okayu. I can't remember what they call it in it's called like moi or something in Cantonese, right? How do you properly balance the drawing? Liam, that's a good question. You'll probably have to be a little more specific. What do you mean by balance? Do you mean like a balanced character? A balanced composition? Or do you mean like a balance of objects in the room? Yeah, the cat's really cute. Could just be that I'm partial to cats. Kawaii-ween! Halloween と可愛いをくっつけて Kawaii-ween っていう言葉作りましたね。Made a new word. Main topic of the chat, pumpkin foods. It's important. It's Halloween. Oh, さすがに骸骨入れるんですかHe's putting a skeleton head in. That's creepy. Well, this is actually on the question of balance. This is actually quite a good example actually. So you're trying to make something that's spoopy, and I feel like spoopy is a balance of scary and funny. And as you can see, he's literally just got a coffin filled with animals. Cute animals and a skull. There's your answer for balance. Did I read your comment? I don't know. I don't remember which one. Don't remember which question it was. Oh yeah, the pumpkin chat. Ask Thanos how to balance stuff. That's funny. I've actually not seen Zombieland Saga, so no spoilers. Not yet. I haven't seen it yet. 質問があります。How was the glow animation made back in the 90s versus today? Can you make a video on it? Glow? What do you mean by glow animation? Glow animation ってわかりますか？
なんだろう。
シリーズってglow っていうシリーズあったのかな？ Can you explain to us what you mean by glow animation? I'll try to ask Hinoe, but I'm not entirely sure what you mean. Can you ask the animator what happened to the devil is a part-timer? あれ？悪魔は、まあ、悪魔？鬼はバイトっていうアニメーションあったっけ？なんか、Devil is a part-timer っていうアニメーションどうなったかなんか聞かれてるんですけど、何のアニメなのかな？Devil is a part-timer。あ、これ。Keep in mind also, if it's a question about specific business things in the animation world, there will be answers that he's not, able to give. あ、働く
細胞とか。
あ、じゃない。働く魔王様っていうアニメーションはあったらしい。どうなったかって聞かれてるんだけど。いやさ、he doesn't know. But there are some times when animators work for companies, they're not allowed to just give information away freely about certain series. But I don't think he knows anything about it. I just asked him about it. Yeah, it's looking really cute, isn't it? Kawaii. Even the eyes of the dog and the eyes of the hippo have become kind of spooky because they're like mostly black with just the highlight. もしかしたら体がない頭だけ
まあみんな頭身が低いから中に
だよね
収まってるかな
頭だけだったら恐怖だねWhat animes have you worked on? どういうアニメを描いてましたかっていう質問が入ってきました。
まあいろんなの今まで作られてきた中で本当にアニメーターっていうのはその、30分の1話の中のほんの 1,2 分できて担当するパートは。
He said he's worked on a large number of animes, but often as an animator, you're in charge of maybe like 1 or 2 minutes of a specific episode. So it's difficult to say. じゃあその30分そのエピソードは全部担当したのはそんなにない。
まあ作画監督やった時はね全部見なきゃいけないから必死になってチェックしたけど。
When he was the director of the あれ作画監督ってどういう英語で通じるのかな。
なんでしょうね。
まあ director when he was director of certain episodes, he'd have been in charge of all the things that were going on in the episode. But as an animator as well, just drawing keyframes and stuff, often he's in charge of like a 1 or 2 minute sequence in a 30-minute anime. Cute plus creepy is creepy. 面白い. Creepy. I like creepy better than croot. Croot sounds like like a place in the Mediterranean. No, that's Crete.
まあこうすればハロウィン風に
He said if you put some stitches on them, makes them look more Halloween. Bandages. Bandages on my heads and my arms. Oh, Liam, let me check out the rest of your question. Thanks for finishing it off. Balance, structure, and pose. I often have great difficulty making a drawing feel grounded in 3D space and making sure when the image is mirrored, it is still balanced. なんだっけ左右のバランス
はいはい
と、部屋に入れたらちゃんと座ってる置いてある感がなんか浮いてるらしい書くときそういうときに何かアドバイスありますか、
そうだなもう慣れしかないから
He said you just have to get used to it じゃあ、例えばキャラクターが背景にちゃんとその部屋に立ってることは大事なら例えば足の位置とか、なんか確認できる方法とかありますか？
いやまあ要は他の人が見てちゃんと立ってるなっていう風な絵を描かなきゃいけないんですけど、描き方は人それぞれですからね、だって美術館に飾られてるような名画と言われる中に書いてあるやつもあれこれちょっと違うぞっていうのが結構あるんですよ。
So he said you need to look in answer to your question, Liam. He said the first answer he gave is you just have to get used to it. But then secondly, you need to look at other people's art and just check, just what is it about this person's art that makes it look like it's sat properly, like what you were saying about characters being present, in a 3D space. And then he said, but everyone is different and everyone has their own styles. And he said even if you go to an art museum, you'll be looking at some super famous piece of art. And you can look at you'll be looking at this famous art and you'll be like, hey, isn't the eye kind of off? That doesn't seem quite right. So there really is no right or wrong. And definitely looking at a lot of art and making up your own mind sounds like an important thing because probably, he didn't say this in his explanation, but I'm guessing that when you look at other people's art, probably the thought process, what you're confirming, like, I'm looking at this picture, but it doesn't look like he's properly sitting in this space. And then you compare it with one of your own and say, okay, what's different about these two pictures? Anyway, it sounds like that's probably as specific an answer as we're gonna get. Is the animation process the same as America? Like, are there background artists and keyframe animators, or does everyone work on almost everything? アメリカとどれくらい、もちろんアメリカで働いたことはないと思うんですけど、日本のアニメ業界で背景のアーティストと原画のアーティストは別なんですか？それとも全人何でもできる感じですか？
いやそうですねこういう背景が欲しいっていう原図はアニメーターが描いてそれをもとに背景専門の人が描いてくれますよ。
He said it's not like everyone can draw everything. When you have the keyframe artist, they'll often draw, a sketch of a background like what they're going for, but they'll always pass it on to a specialist who does specialize in backgrounds, and they'll draw the actual background for them. Can you check my comments? Yeah, sure. I'll have a look through the chat, see if I can find it. Yuli. The glow on the glasses and eyes in the dark. Lasers and gunshots. 昔のアニメと今のアニメと比べて、メガネ、
はいはい。
暗いシーンでメガネから光ってる。それと、 レーザーの、光ってる、輝いてるっていうか、光ってるエフェクトと銃の、発射って言うんだっけ、そのスパークっていうか、光が出てるのが、それ昔と今のどれくらいなんか描き方が違うんですかっていう。
いや昔も今も簡単に見せるやり方もあるし、まあ今だったら結構リアルに描いてるんだけど、昔からそれやってるしな。特に変わりはないと思いますよ。
He doesn't think that it really has changed too much. It's more like old anime versus today. More than that, it's more like just there are just different levels of realism and style. But he said a lot of the styles that were used before are still being used today.
要はその作品の監督がどれくらいそういうものをちゃんと描きたいかにかかってます。
He said it's more based on that the director of that specific episode or that anime and how much they really want it to look realistic or not. So it's not like a general thing. It's not like anime now and anime then are completely different. It'll like kind of just be based on the director, apparently. Yeah, the pig. Hinoe-san, 豚が好きですね。Yeah, he does draw a lot of pigs.
とりあえず描くのは豚が描きやすいかな。
He said if we're just gonna jump in straight to drawing, then drawing pigs is nice and easy. Gotta sleep. Good night to you all. Well, good night to you, Castor. 他の国の人が日本のアニメの実現に参加できますか？他の国の人が日本のアニメに実現に参加、っていうのが外国人が日本に来てアニメ業界に入れるってことですかね。
そうですね。まあそういう人もいますよ。
まあよくある。
ちらほらと本当に。
He said there's quite a few foreigners working in the anime industry.
ただね、本当最初動画をやって仕事を覚えて原画にステップアップするんですけど、まあ動画がね稼げない。
He said in general in the animation
大体そこでくじけて国に帰るという。
He said okay, so regarding the question, can foreigners work in the anime industry in Japan? He said in general you'll start in the animation department doing like the in-betweens and the cleanup. And then you move on from there to drawing like keyframe art and all that. And so there's plenty of people who do come from foreign countries and join like the animation team. But the problem is you really don't make enough money to eat if you're an animator. And the main problem is if you can't afford to eat, then you generally end up flying back to your home country before you actually make it to the keyframe level. So I guess the real challenge is money. Even if you can get into the animation industry, can you get enough of it done to pay the bills so that you last long enough to move up and get promoted to the keyframe stage? We've actually, Yuli, it sounds like quite a complicated question that you're asking. For now, can I suggest we have a few videos on laser effects and gun machine, like from a gun, like the light that comes off, the sparks that come off. We've actually done 2 or 3 videos on that. So if you have a quick look through the Doki Doki archives of videos, I think probably because it's getting kind of complicated. And also maybe ask the question again on Discord and we'll have a closer look at it. We could probably make a new video, keep it up to date.
まあこんな感じのが出来上がりましたけど。
完成です。ありがとうございます。Take a look at this. This is the finished picture so far. Anyone who's just joining the stream, by the way, I drew a very simple box. I drew a very simple coffin, and I said, "Can you put some characters in here, please, like a mummy, and make it spoopy?" And he's put some cute characters in, and he's made them spooky, and it is a good balance of funny and scary. It's spoopy. We've got a kaba, hippo, cat, dog, jack-o'-lantern. なんかジャック・ランタンはなんか腕あるんですよね。あれ？これかぼちゃの腕じゃない？
ほら
もしかしたら他の人の
よく木製の操り人形のような体に、こういう頭乗っけてるっていう絵があるから。
He said it's often like a jack-o'-lantern that's been stuffed on top of like a wooden doll. So maybe it's like a wooden doll wearing a jack-o'-lantern as a head.
ジェイソンがマスクを外してこれをかぶってもいいし。
He said like the character of Jason, he could take off that hockey mask and he could replace it with the with this jack-o'-lantern. Got a cute pig with a bandage on his head. The skeleton's got a bandage on his head. あれ？毒窟って言うんだっけ？毒窟じゃない。骸骨のこういう頭に絆創膏をつけても治らないよね。I was just saying it's funny because I don't think a bandage is going to do much for a bone. Do bones heal with bandages? かわいい。さすがにスプーピーできましたね。ありがとうございます。じゃあ次。We've got time for maybe one more thing to draw before we finish. Should I draw something and have some... But if I draw something, it'll be like really, really fast. Witch hats, monster, zombie, old people, bandana. It's really cute, isn't it? I'll put it back on the other page so you can have another look at it. Well, we kind of ponder what else can be drawn. じゃあ、spoopy. What would be good for something? A spoopy bunny. じゃあ私書いてもいいですか？はいはい。書いてみる。I'm gonna try drawing a spoopy bunny, and let's see if we can have Hinoe draw something nice and quick after that. あ、でもこれ普通の紙でも。See if I can draw something quick. What's up from Thailand? Draw an Oni. We do have a video where Wolf was on the channel and he was drawing an Oni actually. A scary cute girl. I want to draw a spoopy bunny. I've actually drawn a spoopy bunny before. なんか前の放送でその内田さんがいた時に私、トトロ、的な全然トトロに見えないキャラクター書いちゃったんですけど、Megumin as a zombie, typical Japanese anime ghost. 日本アニメのお化けはどんな感じだっけ？
日本のお化けは
こういうあれ高尾いいな書いちゃった。こんな感じだっけ？
まあそれは外国。
あ、これ外国なんだ。
まあお化けの九太郎というその手のアニメが昔々あったんですよ。
なんというアニメ？
お化けの九太郎という。
There was an anime called Kyutaro the Ghost.
頭のてっぺんに毛が3本生えてますから。九太郎。
こんな感じ？一個。
じゃなく一つの毛穴から3本出てるような感じで。
こんな感じですよ。
まあ直毛なんですけどね。で唇が分厚いんですよ。
じゃあ、まあとりあえずスプーピーバニーを書いてみよう。じゃあバニー。全然ウサギの描き方覚えてない。I don't remember how to draw a rabbit. こうだっけ？ This is This is gonna be unexpectedly spoopy because mainly because I don't really know how to draw. How's this for a spoopy bunny? Oh, こんな感じかな。はい。これあれあれあれあれなかったっけウサギ。
まああります。
ありますよね。Alright, I've drawn a spoopy bunny. じゃあもう少しハロウィンっぽくしよう。さっきのコツ。What I just learned, I learned this just now from watching. あとは羽。I'm gonna give him some vampire darkstalker wings. はい、書きました。どうですか？
いや、骨格というものが
あれうさぎのベース書いてもらえますか？うさぎ。
まあうろ覚えですけどね。まあこういう絵を描くときはやっぱり実際の参考の写真とかを見ながら
だよね。
プロポーション取って
調べますか？
いや特には。
He said when you draw rabbits, when you draw stuff like this, it's best to, look up some reference photos.
まあイメージとしては
犬に見えるって。It does look like a dog. Real spoopy. That was a super spoopy. That's a poopy bunny. It is a bit. I thought it was pretty spoopy. Draw a spoopy chat. We already got a spoopy chat. Super spoopy. Draw it with a small mini witch hat. It's not a bad idea. Alright, I'm gonna make the screen even darker so that you can see the construction lines that he's putting in here. A little difficult to see. So you can see he's split this little bunny into kind of three main parts, like a torso, sort of lower back and head. He's given two large mounds for the legs, and he got a couple arms coming out here at the front. This is great. And I like how you can see the right arm. The right arm is clearly coming from the opposite side of the bunny. You can see that the bunny's chest actually mounds forward so that it covers a bit of the right arm. I think that's nice. Evil spoopy snowman. That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea at all. A drunk yokai. Whoa, he's got quite large eyes. That's the spoopiest bunny I've ever seen. Yeah, I tried to make him spoopy. Gotta go pick up my little siblings from school. Have a good time, Zach. Hope your siblings had a good day at school. Maybe you can teach them some of the tricks that you learned on a Doki Doki drawing video later. You could be like, check out this video I just watched. I learned how to draw spoop. if he adds any pencil lines to this afterwards, I will increase the brightness. Give him a bite mark on his ear. It's not a bad idea. Add spoopy behind every word to fit in the chat. It's true, you could just add spoopy anything. We should rename the chat. Draw spooky N. It's not a bad idea as well. This may be out of scope for the channel, but do you have plans to make videos about other parts of the animation process? Basically, we just make videos depending on what talent we have available to us. So in terms of what we'd like to do, it all just comes down to who's available and free from the animation department, and what guest artists that we can have come in. So we try not to like set too many specific tasks, but obviously we do hear what you say in the chats, and we obviously would like to accommodate as much as possible. He has quite large eyes. Host of an anime drawing live stream. It's true, isn't it? I don't know why I'm surprised. You know, he's drawing a healthy bunny. What? Spoopy. 面白い。なんか目が
まだ薄くてカメラには見えづらいかな。
見づらいんですけど、なんとなくわかる。Alright, he's putting the line art in, so I'm going to brighten it a little for you. Let's move the camera a little so it's easier to see. Maybe. I wish I had an electronic control over the camera. I wish I had a little joystick. I could move the camera up and down and stuff. Spoopy Santa Claus. The thing is, after The Nightmare Before Christmas came out, like, Christmas and Halloween make such a good combo. Spooky N in a schoolgirl outfit. Now that is spoopy. Do you have any small advice on poses? You'll have to be a little more specific than that. If you ask an animator advice on poses, you probably get you have to be quite specific with the questions. I seem to find if you want useful answers, you got to be like really, really specific. Where can I get a Doki Doki sticker to put on my laptop? That's a good question. I'm actually not really sure where this one came from. Someone else put this on this laptop. I may ask downstairs. I think they literally just printed it. I think this is actually sellotape. I think this is actually just sellotape. Someone just stuck this on here. I mean, it's professional. It's a very professional sticker. If we can find a way to sell stickers, that'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? What kind of merchandise would you like to see if we made Doki Doki merchandise? Do you ever plan on making your own series? What, like an anime series? We'd need a significantly larger number of We'd need significantly more money. Oh, check out the detail on the fur. That's a nice little detail. Not sure if you can see it. You see how he's got lines for the shape of the bunny and then little tufts of fur every now and then. It's a really nice balance. Instead of making it furry all the way around, you can have it like straight line, a bit of fur, straight line, a bit of fur. Ko youのアニメーションにするなら、こういう尖ってる形は、まあ、例えば5つとかあって、次のフレームでも5つなんかちょうどあるように書いてますか？
少ししか動いてない場合は揃えなった方がガタガタしないでいいんですけど、一気に動いちゃってる場合はそんなに、気にする必要はないです。
If it's making quite a large, I asked him if you need to like count every little spike of fur when you're drawing the animation. He said, well, it's quite a large, quick movement, and it's not going to be necessary. You're not going to notice that it's not really necessary. But then, obviously, yeah, if it's a slower, more obvious movement, then you want to try and match up the spikes in the different frames. I find that sort of thing really interesting. This is a really cute bunny, but I have a feeling it's going to get spoopy when the eyes get done. And time-wise, I think this is probably going to be the final illustration of the day. But first... Oh, me personally. I've done some manga stuff that I did personally before, but the reason I'm having trouble now is that I tend to dislike my ideas the more that I work on them. So, like, even the previous video on Doki Doki Drawing, when I had a character, he's been, like, thrown out by his dad, and he starts getting basically attacked by these girls. Basically, I had this harem anime idea in my head for this manga, and then just the more that I worked on it and made more episodes in my mind, the more I just couldn't be bothered. I was just like, I just don't like this story anymore. And every time I get to like stage 2 of the story, like, okay, we know what the concept is, now what's gonna happen? In stage 2, I end up disliking the idea more and more and more, to the point that I just want to go back to stage 1 and come up with a different idea. But yeah, I definitely will. It's definitely part of my career plan to do more actual production of, you know, some comics, or I don't know. I don't think I'd work on an animation, but I could try. How important is references? 参考写真とかはどれくらい重要ですかっていう一般的な質問が来てるんですけど、まあどういうところで
ネット検索すりゃいろんな画像が出てきますから、自分の描きたいものにこれは必要かなっていうのはいくつかあると思いますから、まあそれを何枚かピックアップして、そんなに多い枚数揃えても一気に見れないから。
He said, well, now that you have the internet, it's actually very easy to find images, so whenever you're trying to draw something, it does help to do a quick image search and find a few images of what it is you're trying to draw. What he also added is that you probably want to avoid taking too many references, because you can't really look at them all at the same time anyway. So I guess maybe selecting a specific few references probably is the most efficient way to use them. Hey Yuli, anything you want, just put it in the Discord, and if we have time, we will try and get to it. No guarantees, but where there's time, we'll do our best, for sure. Anyway, if you want thoughts on your art, the easiest place to get thoughts on your art is in the hashtag art advice requests. It's a room in the Discord, and often, basically, when we're making videos, that's the easiest place for us to find great illustrations that, you know, people can learn. If it's like a super perfect illustration and there's nothing to learn from it, then it's unlikely to become a video. But if it's something that's very, very close to finished, but it could actually do with a few finishing touches that'll just give it that edge, especially when you're like, you know, considering art as your job. Those are like really great examples that we can use for making videos. I liked the manga challenge in 2 minutes. That could be fun to do again. That was I think I did quite well on that one. Oh. Like 頭が大きくてちょっと不安だけど、うさぎの形が可愛いからなんかよくスプーピーできました。可愛いでいつつに怖い。でもウサギは基本的にこういうものだよね。目が赤いし怖いね。
まあとりあえずちょいデフォルメ。
He said it's a little bit of deformation. ありがとうございます。Slightly deformed rabbit. So let me give you a little zoom in on this fantastic piece of art that he basically whipped up in like 5 minutes. This is lovely. Give you a quick zoom in. That is super spoopy. What I was saying to him in Japanese just now is that actually rabbits are kind of naturally spoopy, aren't they? Because they're cute. They're cute, but because they have red eyes, well, some of them, I guess. I don't know if they all have red eyes, but because rabbits have red eyes, that makes them kind of like naturally spoopy. いいですね。じゃあ最後の、質問とか読みましょう。
はいはい。
あ、じゃあもう一回こう交換。かわいいですね。あ、そのままでもじゃあ両方置きましょうか。その最初のこの2つ置きましょうか。はい、いいね。Any final questions? We're going to leave and we're going to make some videos for you. Ooh, finishing college and moving to Japan. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, I love the line work. I love 個人的に私はこのモフモフ感が、そのバランスが結構参考になった。全部そういう風に書かなくても、まあ、曲線そしてちょっとモフモフ、でまた曲線、ああいうバランスの方がなんか、はっきり書ける上に柔らかい印象だね。やっぱりこういう線だと全部そういう線で書いたらなんかちょっとぼやっとしてる。
まあバランスですよね。
He said it's really down to balance. I was suggesting that maybe if it had been drawn with fur all the way around, it might be a little bit out of focus. And he said he said when it comes down to it, it's all balance, isn't it? Let's just zoom out. So yeah, final questions and then we're out of here. Video on doing running animation. Good question. We'll have a look at that. I appreciate this channel, more informative than most art channels. Nah, we do our best, but there are some fantastic art channels out there, and definitely Doki Doki focuses more on, I don't know, I would call it like on the ground, like I don't know how to explain it. We don't really focus too much on tutorials, on like this is how you do it. It's more like a look at something. It's like trying something and improving it and kind of real world applications. I feel like that's where we do our best work. But yeah, there are some great channels on YouTube, especially if you're looking for like straight up tutorials. Super cute. What's your favorite thing about Halloween? Halloween について一番好きなところは何ですか？
ハロウィンね、特に仮装したりパレードに行ったりすることもないからな。
He said he doesn't really go to like Halloween parades or anything anyway, so probably a bit of a difficult question. Genki desu ka?
まあそこそこ。
He's doing all right. Ohayo, NihongoGamer-san mo Hinoe-san. I hope you are fine and doing well, especially after the typhoon. Were you on a typhoon? Typhoon で大丈夫ですか？でしたか？
いやー、雨漏りがすごかったな。
雨漏りってもう一回調べてみよう。
なんでしょうね。
雨漏り。What is 雨漏り? He said the 雨漏り was kind of intense. The roof, a leak in the roof. He had a leak in his house roof. He said that was a bit of a problem. 大変そうでした。
ただいま修理中です。
They're currently fixing his roof. He had to deal with that. I don't know if we can talk about salary here. It's probably not a good place to talk about money. I do appreciate the question though. Cool. Okay, I'm just looking at these questions and trying to figure out which one of these can be answered quickly and which ones have to be answered like slowly in a video. More videos of poses. じゃあいろいろもっとポーズ、いろんなポーズの動画作りましょう。
そうですね。
There's no merchandise yet, but we're looking into it. The question really for us is, because we're in Japan, how do we send it to you in a way that's like nice and easy? We'd have to find a good partner that we can work with to actually ship that stuff to people and like do the money side of it. Brilliant. Okay. Well, that's all for now. We will see you in the next Doki Doki video, which will be tomorrow, and then there will hopefully be more streams, maybe next week or the week after, who knows when we'll have time for that. じゃあ最後に何か言いたいのがありますか？
そうだな。まあ自分で落書きするの全然楽しいですよ。
自分のもう一度？
落書きちょっとしたことでいいから書いているとそのうち慣れてきて書くのが全然楽しくなってくるから。
He said just drawing your own little rough sketches, eventually if you just get used to it, it will become more and more enjoyable. So have fun. Draw. I think that's a good takeaway because sometimes we get a little bit too into our drawings. We kind of get stressed out, and I think it starts to show in our work. So let's enjoy ourselves and have a good time and draw. See you. Bye.
お達者でー。